Okay, this is my second try, even though you won't know it until I just told you. I didn't silence my phone. So we're going to do a garden tour. Welcome to ósia, evexía. We're going to start at the front, and we're going to go around the property. And I have to remember to keep my phone this way because it looks better in the YouTube format. So turn around, and this is my little wildflower bed. You know, English is hard. You know me, you know that. So there's my little wildflower bed. Over here, there's my cow. And we have royal purple basil that wintered so good last year. It did so good. These are the flowers and everything from like last year. It's so great. If you can hear the bees up in the Palo Verde. I don't know if you can hear them at this tree. But I got all my little, not all of them, there's lots of piles of aloe, but there's aloe sprinkled everywhere. Here is one of my lilacs. I have 3 around here. This is one pot. And then if we go down here, this is my olive tree. This half of it blossomed this year and this half did not. So we'll see if it fruits. We'll see. This little guy right here is my desert willow. We planted him last year. He's a cute little guy. Right over here, we have some peppermint. Why is there a cage over it? To keep the chickens off. To keep the chickens off. That's why there's a cage on this Indian mint. Oh, it's so nice. The flavor is delicious. Indian mint. And I know you're going to say, you planted it in the ground. I have my reasons, trust me. This is to keep the chickens out, but not the cats. Because that's catnip. We have some iris right there. It's doing so good. I liberated that from Colorado, Lisa. You remember that? I just planted some nasturtiums in this toilet. And look at that lovely lemon balm. And we got some gladiolas in here. And I forget what that is. I'll have to ask Stephanie again. My citronella is doing really good. And down here, we have chocolate mint. It's so delicious. So delicious. I got a little chia. And here we have the acacia. The acacia is absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's going to get so big and pretty. It'll be a nice little shade right there. And there's Bree. Looking all pretty. Hi, Bree. But here we have this Palo Verde in the middle. And here we have some lemongrass, one of my favorite things. That one's not doing as good as my big one. Here are the bees. Palo Verde is in bloom. Here, in this loose circle that used to look better, but I pulled out all of the prickly pear that was here, and that's why it's a loose circle instead of a tight circle. I put the spearmint right there. The chickens have not found it, and I think it's nice and disguised right there. But I'm going to use this for, I don't know what, but it gets good sun. So we're going to do that. Over here in this little area, we have some echinacea and some purslane. Purslane is edible, and oh look, a tomato I did not plant. We have lots of those. So that's one. I don't remember if that's cosmos or zinnias, but this is my Malamar spinach. It's so delicious. I like my duck. This is really exciting for me. This is my Hopi yellow watermelon, and these two are my Toda Odom yellow watermelons. Yeah, I have 4 or 5 different species. I do not have my gardening journal with me, so don't ask me questions right now. And if you want to do a question in the comments, I can pull it out and verify for you. But I've got jade or elephant plant, whatever that one's called, there. And I got these two right here with all of my little fairy people, because these buckets were behind me in the prickly pear, and we're going to fix that into a better thing. Now, this is really exciting for me. I planted an avocado, and then it snowed, and then I was sad. But right here, there's a little nubbly growing. It's not dead. So I'm going to have an avocado. Let's see here. There's all my chickens. No, not all of them, because that's not 9. 2 Goldas, a trash chicken, and a fat Agnes. Hi, girls. Hi, girls. Yes, you can just reach down and pet chickens. In this wildflower mess, yeah, there's a story about that. Anyway, there is a lilac in there. And then if we go over here, we're going to come back to this. Don't worry. So I've got a couple. 1, see the little mushroom, there's 2. And then I've got a couple more domestic in here, prickly pear. I forget what this is called, but it's really pretty, and it's got these cute little like red petite flowers. It is cute. This one, all caged up, is my fig tree. If we go over here to my spinny spinner, we've got my pomegranate, and I've got 1, 2 blue agave, because all 3 of them really don't like a lot of moisture. So I put them over here to be neglected together. Oh, there's Bree. And whenever there's a Bree, there's a Dusty. Hi, Dusty Lynn. So now we're going to go back over here. I did leave this one prickly pear. And in case you don't know, the big long white things are spines. And those little clusters of brown things are called glockets. They both will poke you. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Yeah, that's my brown turkey fig. Now let's come back over here. This long box in the front, I planted a hot pepper mix. And then like right here and like at the other end, I planted nasturtiums. And like in the front and the middle, I planted marigolds. Same kind of thing in the pots, but the pots I planted habanero. But like I said, the edges have nasturtium and everybody's got marigolds. These pots in the front, now I just did these guys like maybe 4 days ago. The pepper pots and everything. These in the front are Thai chilies. And in my box, I have asparagus, marigolds, and asparagus. Just did all, like I said, all those pots and boxes like 4 days ago. These are my jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, and they're doing nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them came up. I'm not mad about that. There's the squirrels. There's the chicken coop. And in here, I've got some celeries. They're so good. That one I just planted in here. I got from my friend Stephanie. In the front, I've got 4 sugar baby bush watermelons. And I was intrigued because they were bush watermelons. And in here, you can see the little thing. That's not a weed. That is cinnamon basil. I have cinnamon basil, sweet basil, and royal purple basil. There's another blue agave. And then here I have mammoth sunflowers. These get the big yellow ones. And in here I also have some garlic. Now I will apologize for all of the camera flopping. I hope this doesn't feel like the Blair Witch Project. I moved this trellis down here by the Granny Smith apple tree because I have this wonderful pot that I wasn't utilizing, and I had strawberries. Do not ask me what variety this is. We don't know. It was a gift from Stephanie that she got from somebody. So yeah, straw is awesome. And here, spider webs are geraniums. This is also a tomato I did not plant. And right here we got another. There we go, let's fix that. Another volunteer that we'll find out. We'll find out. Over here we have spider webs. Go off of me. This is my Peruvian apple cactus. It tastes like a dragon fruit, but a little bit milder. Over here we have the one little nubbly dragon fruit that I was able to save. Rabbits came and ate them. Bastard rabbits. They ate my Peruvian apple pear that was in here, but what I did is I roughed up the soil yesterday and put some chia down for the chickens. So when it grows, I'll just move it over and do it again. Just grow some fodder for them. They'll like that. Over here, before I put that cage up where the green light is, rabbits ate my grapevine. So my grapevine here is no longer viable. But what I got growing right here are Big Max pumpkins. Those get like 6 feet and like 100 pounds. Why? Because people in Tucson are bougie. So we're gonna go over here now. Walk up the little pasture. Go over here to the cottonwood tree. Show you some fungus problems I got. So that's my cottonwood tree. We planted the 2 cottonwood trees. I'm going to show you the other one in a second. The acacia and the desert willow all at the same time. Aloe flowers look so pretty inside of it. Okay, so if you have aloe that looks like this, yeah, it might look pretty sometimes, but that's a fungus.